Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and doing a VR to Erin, Witch of Saturn. Erin Lento, Witch of Saturn. I think she did this video. I don't know. We'll make it right in the link below. I will link it below. Anyway, it is Sunday, February 9th, 2026. She did this video a couple weeks ago. There's other people doing this video. It is my pink and red decks for Valentine's Day. And I've seen a lot of other tags going around for Valentine's Day coming up Saturday, this coming Saturday. And I've been busy. I've been working, and then I got school stuff that started. I've been too busy to do all the VRs. And honestly, not my cup of tea. But this one is cool because it's the pink and red decks. And I can tell you now, this is probably not all my pink and red decks. And not all of these scream Valentine's Day. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15 decks. I have a couple that I could have added to this list, but one of them was Stranger Things. It's red. The backs say Stranger Things, but there's not a lot of red in the, like there is red in the deck, but there's just as many other colors too. So I didn't add that. And then our tarot, only the box is pink. So I was like, I don't need to, even the backs are like gold. So I didn't feel the need to add that. I just remembered another deck, but I don't want to add it because it's got a lot of other colors, but I do think of it as a pinkish type deck. But this is Valentine's decks. Not really, because they're pink and red decks. So, without further ado, we're going mass market on the pink first. And here we have the Squid Cake Marseille by Rockpool. Everybody knows this whole thing is pink. Pink box, pink edges, pink backs, pink, 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 everything. If this deck is not in your pink decks, there's something wrong with you. Because this is probably one of the ultimate pink decks I have in my collection. Very pink. And it's cute. And it's small. Adorable. I love all the pinks in this. Like I said, I don't have a lot. I was shocked at how many actual pink decks I have. And I'm like, that's crazy because I'm a dark and brooding kind of girl. Give me black. Give me dark reds. Give me purples, greens. Not pink. So that's the first deck. That's the Marseille, the Squid Cake Marseille. Next we have a deck I got this year already. Was it this year or the end of last year? I got this at the end of last year, I think. The Clueless Tarot by Inside Editions. I might have got it in January. It's fairly new to me. All pink all the time. What else color would we expect for Clueless Tarot? The backs are pink. Like a hot pink. The sides almost even look pink because of the backs. But they're not edged. And then they're framed in like this light and dark pink. Everything in this deck is pink. It's beautiful, stunning, and of course, as soon as I'm trying to do a video, my husband's pulling back in his Harley. Because it's almost 70 degrees today, and it's February. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, this is a gorgeous little deck. It reads very great. At least one of my newer decks I got in my collection. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. So that is the Clueless Tarot. That's deck 2. We're doing all pinks first if you haven't noticed. And these are all the mass market pinks. That was deck 2. Hold on. Okay, third deck. Desert Illuminations by US Games. This is the mass market version. A lot of green and orange. Right. It came edged in green. But the backs have pink in them. And there's a lot of pink in this deck. And I absolutely adore this deck. I cannot wait to pull it out again for summer. So excited for this deck. Gorgeous. Love the soft cardstock. I think there's a little bit of pink in every single one of these cards. Whether it be light or dark or hot pink. Gorgeous deck. Gorgeous cards. I love it. I was so excited when they came out with this mass market. So stunning. Love it to pieces. So yeah. Again, these first few decks, if you don't have them in your pink decks, I don't know what to tell you, because they are pink. So that was Desert Illuminations deck 3. Deck 4, every now and then I get a wild hurt my butt and want our traditional RWS deck. And I saw this one and I'm like, I need to get it. I need to get it now. It was like 12 bucks on Amazon. Came with this pouch. Came in a tuck box. But it is literally just called the Tarot. It actually has love readings with it, heart and soul readings with it. It's literally a little white book that's colored. But the deck itself, it's the backs. It's all pink. I think it's just called the Pink Tarot on Amazon. There's the backs. And this is what it looks like. This is the ultimate RWS pink deck. And it was like 12 bucks on Amazon. I thought it was cute. The cardstock is actually really nice, soft and pliable. Ruffle Shuffle was like a dream. And yeah, it was really cool. So I'm like, I need to get that. And I bought it. Every now and then, like I said, I have to get a wild hair up my butt and I want a traditional RWS deck. And I'll go buy one. And this was just happened to be, I was like, oh, 12 bucks. Nice. So I bought it. Really cute. Love it. That is, I think it's called the Pink Tarot or just the Tarot on Amazon. Like I said, it was like 12 bucks for that. And then we have, now that was it for mass market. Now we have Indie. This was bought on Etsy. I put it in this pouch. It came with a tuck box. I think this was saran wrap. Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Comes with a little white book, but it's probably just from other decks. It's a plastic deck. These are the backs. It's a paint splatter deck. It has your traditional RWS, but then there's pink paint splatter all over it, which I think was cool. Really cool. So every card has like a pink paint splatter, which I thought was really neat. And it's plastic. You could read tarot in the tub if you wanted to with this deck. Really cool. And it too is a traditional RWS deck. She probably should get this out more. Really. Okay, the next indie deck is the Flight of the Butterfly Tarot by Kelly Burton. This was her last deck. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Everything is pink. Everything is pink. The edging, pink or rose gold, whichever. Gorgeous. Backs are like a pinky red. Stunning deck. Look at that. Oh, come on. So much pink in this. And reds, really. But I mainly got this because of the backs and the edging. Pulled this off the shelf. But I also love it to pieces, so I probably just wanted to see it. I could sit and stare at her decks all day long. Gorgeous deck. Gorgeous. And it's butterflies. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So that is the Flight of the Butterfly indie deck by Kelly Burton. Next we have the Unicorn's Journey Tarot by Lisa Pepez. Again, if you don't have this pink deck in your repertoire, I don't know what to tell you. I'm pretty sure pink is her favorite color. I'm pretty sure she said that before. Love the cardstock in this. Edges, it's pink. Backs are pink. This deck is gorgeous. And I didn't feel right, although we're not seeing a lot of pink here, I didn't feel right not putting this deck in a pink deck because, look at that. The backs and edging are pink. And I'm sure there's pink in here, I'm just not finding it. Oh yeah, her favorite card. The Nine of Water. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. There's some pinks and purples in here. Gorgeous deck, though. Love it. I can't wait for spring, because I'm going to pull this out in spring again and play with it and the Oracle together, which is also later in this video. Gorgeous. Yeah, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yep, beautiful. So that is the Unicorn's Journey Tarot. Again, very pink edging and back and all that. Okay, last indie in the pink. The Modern Love Tarot now by Ethany. Now, I don't know if this was ever actually an indie or if it's mass market. All I know is the backs. Immediately when I think of a pink deck, I think of this deck and I think of the backs. And look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. I bought this on Etsy. Okay, not Etsy, Amazon. So I didn't know that it was not mass market. Look at that. Because I assume it's a huge, thick book. It's Modern Love Tarot, which is Valentine's Day and all that. Which is kind of the whole point of this video. I mean, look at the backs, pink, and they got little hearts on them. Gold edged. I found that this deck was much more serious than I thought it would be. I had no interest in buying this deck, and then all of a sudden it was like, hey, you need me, and I'm like, no, I don't. And it was like, yeah, you do. And then I bought it, nagged me till I bought it, and I bought it, and it was like instant love. I did a mediumship reading, and it was like an instant connection. So anytime I think of pink decks, I think of this deck, even though it's a serious deck to me. Most of my decks are serious, so most of them are not pinks and purples and girly and all that, you know. And you know what, I just totally skipped a deck. No, yeah, I did. Skipped a deck. Totally skipped a pink deck. This is a gorgeous deck, though, and I love it. 2 pieces. Used the crap out of it. It is for love, geared for love readings, but I found it works as a mediumship deck way better. Love that Hermit card. Love that 9 of Pentacles. Gorgeous. Beautiful deck. So that was the... So I don't know if this is indie or not, but I can't believe I just forgot this one. I keep it in a pouch. It is... I've had this from the beginning. Crystal Visions Tarot. I trimmed and edged it. Everything in this is pink or purple. Everything. Or red. So this is like the ultimate. This could go red too. Ultimate pink and red deck, I think. So stunning. I don't think there's a card that doesn't have pinks or reds or purples in it. And I bought this just as I'm going to just trim and edge it project. And then something made me use it, and I'm like, oh no. Turned out to be a great card, great deck. But yeah, I've had this forever, and I never use it anymore, but it's stunning. Very stunning. Gorgeous. Gorgeous deck. Yeah, I guess this could have been red or pink. There's lots of pinks, lots of reds, lots of purples. Gorgeous. Crystal Visions Tarot. I've trimmed and edged it, and I keep it in this pouch with a rose quartz crystal. Now, on to the reds. There's still so many decks. I was shocked at how many reds I have. Actually, let's do the 2 Oracle next, because they're both pink. I only have 2 Oracles. And one we already talked about. It's the Unicorn's Journey Oracle by Lisa Papez. This one is blue edge, which I'm not mad at, but I would have preferred they really match and have pink edging on both. But the sky blue is gorgeous. I ain't gonna lie. Love it. Same cardstock though. Similar backs. Very pink. So when I do the tarot, I can't leave the Oracle out. And it almost seems like there's more pink in the Oracle than there was in the tarot. Interesting. Because we have these little beings here that are pink. And the crystals that are pink. Oh my god, look at that baby. Gorgeous. Gorgeous deck. It's so cute. This deck gave me all kinds of feels when I got it. It was weird. Very weird. But I love it to pieces. Yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Unicorn's Journey Oracle. Next, I bought this on Amazon. It was like $8. I don't know if this is an AI deck or a knockoff of something. It's called the Dreamy Home Fortune Reading Cards. And you can get a indie version, I guess, of this on Etsy for like $40. This was like $8. It's pink edged, pink backs, and everything in it is pink. Everything is pink. But I think it's a cool deck. I've already used it. It's really fascinating, the things that come out in this deck. Very fascinating. Very fascinating. Love it. Not many cards, but I think there's like 36 or something like that. But I do like the edging too. It's glamorous pink. And it doesn't really shed either. It don't tell me how many cards are in here, but it's really cool. Okay, we got 4 decks left. We're going to go with the mass market first. The Horror Tarot. They're all red, by the way. The Horror Tarot. This is an Inside Edition deck. I have so many Inside Edition decks now that no matter what prompt I have, there's probably going to be an Inside Edition deck in it. I edged it in red. What else would I edge a bloody red deck in? But I edged it in red, and then the fronts are red too. Backs are red. The words are in like erased red, sparkly, and I don't like that because it's hard to read. I have to literally have them up close to read them. But other than that, this deck is freaking amazing. I love it to pieces. I've used the crap out of it. And it's funny because you would not think this is a Valentine's Day deck. However, I do watch a lot of cop shows, and they're like, oh, Valentine's Day is the worst homicidal day of the year because people get rejected, people find out their loved ones are cheating, people become obsessed, all kinds of things. So, to me, if you're thinking in that line of thinking for Valentine's Day, this deck would fit right in. But I think it's gorgeous. I love it to pieces. Use the crap out of this, and I love it. So that is the Horror Tarot. And it's funny that the front of the book is the Three of Swords with the three swords with the hearts being stabbed. Interesting. Next, I just got this. It's the Amber Moon Tarot. Also very dark, seemingly. And everything is red in this deck. Look at that. Everything is red. Backs are like that, and then it's edged in red. Stunning. It's a slippery cardstock. I don't know who this deck belongs to because it's this weird publishing on the back, but I got this off US Games. So, yeah. But every card has red in it. Well, she got red lips. Every card has red in it. Literally, red hair, red hearts, red moon, red everything. And I think that's cool as heck. I've done a reading with this deck already, and it was insane. Look at that sun. Stunning. This is actually the moon on the back, or on the cover. Which I was just showing you the cover in case we don't run into the moon. But oh my gosh, this deck is just fabulous reader. It's so stunning. I hemmed and hawed because I'm like, is it AI? But I think the box cover got me because and then I realized it was the moon. I love this Chariot. That's my soul card. Love this Knight of Swords. Love the Eight of Swords here with the freaking eye patch. Stunning. Just, it's so good. So good. The World card in it is fabulous. There's the moon. Gorgeous. She got little, it's her crown. It looks like she had horns. But everything in this is red, and I love it. 2 pieces. So stunning. So stunning. Look at that Hermit. Gorgeousness. And it's going to slide into the floor. Hold on. Gorgeous. Oh yeah, look at this World card. Gorgeous. Love that. Anyway, that's the Amber Moon Tarot. She's stunning, and I love it to pieces. I've used the crap out of it already. So we're down to the last 2, and these are my number 2 and number 3 favorite decks ever. So let's go with number 3. It's the Encore Tarot by Sharon Marchetti. This was the first deck of his I fell madly in love with, and it was out of print. This is my Decadent Box of Chocolate deck. It's these backs, and then the edging is red. Anytime I see red, I think of these 2 decks, these last 2. The ones are edged in red. It's a stunning deck. And then when it came back in print and I was able to buy it, it was just like, what is happening? Stunning deck. I love it to pieces. Love it. So beautiful. I'm hoping that they come out with a mass market version of this, because he's come out with the Marchetti Tarot and the one that had the 2 different, oh my god, I can't think, the Mystic Palette Tarot. He's come out with the, both of the sepia tone version and the colored version in one, in mass market. So I'm hoping he comes out with this in Llewellyn or US Games. The Marchetti Tarot, he came out with it in US Games, and the cardstock was phenomenal. The whole deck was, they did it right. So hopefully he comes out with this deck in US Games, honestly. Love this dress. That's my favorite card in this deck, the Moon card. So stunning. Temperance, love it. Yeah, this deck is my third favorite deck ever. If I could only ever have 3 decks, this would be number 3. Number 2 would be, we all know, and I already bought the mass market version. I keep it in this pouch. The only reason this is in this video, one, there's a lot of reds. 2, the edging is red. It's beat up a lot more than the Encore Tarot, but this is the indie version of the Bone Stone Earth Flesh Tarot. Yeah, there's a lot of reds in it. So stunning. Anytime I think of a red deck, I think of this deck and the Encore Tarot automatically. Because of, 1, the edging, and 2, there's just so much red in the decks. And then the backs have red in them also. But I love, love, love this deck. If I could only ever have 2 decks, this would be number 2. And I'm pretty sure it would be this version, not the mass market. Although I do love the mass market, there's a few cards changed. I don't like the card stock at all. It's too thick. I'd rather have this. And I love, love that Ace of Cups. I love Anatorian's artwork. And I have 3 separate versions of this deck now. This version, the sketchbook edition I got off Make Playing Cards, which was just as costly as this deck. And then I have the mass market that I paid a little bit extra for because I got it from Anatorian herself that signed the box. Yeah, I love, love, love this deck so hard. It's my number 2 ever. And I'm glad I've got multiple copies of it just because I love her artwork so much. Why are these all turned around the other direction? But look at that Ace of Cups, or 10 of Cups. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Gorgeous deck. I love her depictions of the reds and the moons and I love this Hierophant. Stunning. So that's it, guys. That is all my pink and red decks that I could think of at the moment. As soon as I hang up from here, I'll probably think of 5 more. But I kind of went through them all. I don't carry a lot of pink and red decks because, to me, they're more girly. Now, most of these are hard hitters, believe it or not. I haven't really played with the Marseille a lot. The Squid Cake Marseille. I say the softest deck in here is probably this one. It's an Oracle deck. But the tarots are all kind of hard-hitting. So, even though they're pink, I vibe with decks that are serious. More so than anything else. Even the Unicorn's Journey Tarot, I was like, oh, that's not going to be serious. And it is very serious. The Oracle threw me for a loop. Just crazy. But that's all I got for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good afternoon. Bye.